good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this presentation of Ohio Women's Soccer presented by Ohio Bobcat TV. Boy, do we have a fun one for you guys today. It is the Ohio Women's Soccer team, the Bobcats, sitting at 11-4-2, 7-1-2 in the MAC, set to face off against the Kent State Golden Flashes, who have an identical record at 7-1-2 in the MAC. This game is for the #1 overall seed in the playoffs and the MAC regular season title, and that's where I'll bring in my color commentator alongside me, Zach Vogler. Zach, just some quick pregame thoughts here. What are you thinking before we get into this one?
I mean, this is going to be a close matchup, Ethan. Like you said, the records are nearly exact. Kent State, they are known for their high-powered offense. They have Cameron Shedenhelm with that's top 15 goals, and they got Carly Hellstrom that's top 25 in assists in all of NCAA Division I soccer. Wow. This is a huge offense of power for Kent State, and they are looking to take on Ohio University and Sam Wexel, who has the most shutouts in the NCAA Division I, wow, which is huge for the MAC in the MAC. And then the depth is going to be key, right, Ethan, for Ohio University. We talk about it all the time. We have multiple players on this Ohio University team that come off the bench. Ali Campanella, Galen Roser. We got Ellie Ferguson that comes off. Many teams. Olivia Darrow, and they all put up good numbers.
All right, so let's bring you the starting lineups for this one. We'll start with the visiting Golden Flashes. Starting out in goal, we have Sarah Melian, who has 78 saves on the season. Then going through the rest of the team, we have Kyla Porter. We have number 5, Kyla Porter. We have number 6, Tori Kopfer. We have number 7, Sienna Stambolich. Number 8, Delaney Ranallo. Number 10, Julia Giovanazzi. Number 11, Elisa Arthur. Number 17, Grace Baresi. Number 21, Tiana Harris, and then our 2 players to watch. Number 22, Cameron Shedenhelm, who has 10 goals on the year, and number 23, Carly Hellstrom, who has 10 assists on the year. Now moving to the home team, the Ohio Bobcats. It's the same exact lineup that started out in last week's 2-1 win over Eastern Michigan. Starting out in goal, as Zach mentioned, star goalkeeper Sam Wexel. At the back, you got Paige Knorr, Olivia Sensky, Ella Bianco, and Morgan Kalika. Then moving into the midfield, Abby Townsend. She's due for a goal. She scored the game winner the last time these two met earlier this year in 2021. You got Townsend out there on the right side. You have Carson Prigge and Isabella Janaki holding it down in midfield. You have Madison Clayton out on the left. Haley Miller prongs up the 3 in the midfield in that attacking midfield position, and then at striker, none other than Ohio's leading goal scorer, Shea Robertson. As the pregame festivities are starting to get underway here, the player introductions are beginning. And there is a large crowd here, the biggest crowd I've ever seen here for the Bobcats. This is truly something that is awesome to see. You know, a lot of promotion for this game on social media. You know, it's one of the biggest games of the semester, any sport. So this one is going to be fun. Big crowd on hand today at Chesapeake for the class of the MAC. So before this game starts, Zach, let's go through the stipulations for this game because, boy, they get complicated. So in this game, Ohio versus Kent State, it's currently #1 versus #2 in the MAC. The winner of this game, if there is a winner, would win the MAC regular season title and would have the #1 overall seed in the playoffs. So if Ohio wins, they would host the semis and final of the MAC tournament here at Chesapeake. If Kent State wins this game, they would host at their place. They would host the MAC final and regular season playoff semifinals at Kent State. But there is a third part to this equation, and that is the Bowling Green Falcons. They are not out of it just yet. They play at 3 p.m. as well, and if they win their game, they have a shot. If this game does end in a tie, of course, we could go through 2 overtimes and the game would end in a tie. If this game ends in a tie and Bowling Green wins their game, Bowling Green would actually sneak in there and win the MAC. So there is still tons of stuff to happen. any of those three teams could finish in any order, 1, 2, and 3. It is an absolute thrilling scenario to have as the Bobcats are now being introduced to thunderous applause here. We've got the thunder sticks have been given out here at Chesapeake to increase the atmosphere. I love it.
That's awesome. It gets the crowd really going, beating those thunder sticks together. I mean, you can really hear the crowd, and I'm hoping we hear the crowd some more during some couple goals of the game.
I'm sure we're going to see a large crowd presence. You know, this whole sideline, you know, the bleachers are filled to the max, and there are still people rolling in. And then you've got the lawn chairs strewn all along the sideline. So this might break some Chesa attendance records here. But this is, you can tell the magnitude of this game. The tension is in the air. You can feel it. We feel it up here in the press box. It's a beautiful day, by the way, for the soccer. About 60 degrees, some light winds, partly cloudy skies. It is a beautiful day to decide the MAC regular season title.
Such an important game, Ethan, and it's definitely going to be a good one, isn't that?
I'm super excited, and we are going to bring it to you live here from Chesapeake. After that beautiful rendition of the national anthem, we are just about ready for kickoff here. The Bobcats are fired up on their sideline, and I am ready for some beautiful soccer. And I am very excited for this one. I think most of this crowd is excited.
And I'd hope so. I think they know the magnitude of this game, too.
Absolutely. And there you hear the crowd.
Man, it looks like a packed crowd here today, Ethan. It looks like there's nowhere to sit in the stands anymore.
The Bobcats' unofficial anthem, Pump It Up. Sorry, Brian Kerp. As we are about to get started here, the sun has just cracked up behind the clouds. And it is the unstoppable force of that Kent State offense. 37 goals on the year, most in the MAC, against the near immovable object of that Bobcat defense. But don't count out those Bobcat attackers. Abby Townsend, Shea Robertson, Haley Miller. We'll see if they can get on the score sheet today. It's the biggest game of the MAC season so far. Electric atmosphere here at Chesapeake once again. as we are just about ready for kickoff. Both teams are out on the field. Bobcats will be attacking from right to left in the first half. Kent State will be attacking from left to right. And Kent State will get us started here. 90 minutes to glory. Which team will take home the MAC regular season title and which team will host the playoffs? We will find out here as we are kicked off live from Chesapeake. The MAC regular season title on the line. As Kent State gets us going down that right sideline. There goes Hellstrom, leading assist maker in the MAC as she wins Kent State in early corner.
Not the start you wanted right there, Ethan. Leads the assist. Definitely is a good passer. You gotta look for number 22 there. She's gonna try and put that ball in the goal.
There we go. Little Bobcat field defense early quarter. Kent State set to swing it in. Here's the corner from Hellstrom. It's early. It's a good ball in, and the header is just missed. And it will be a goal kick for the Bobcats. An early warning shot from the Golden Flashes. Sam Wexel kicks it out. Sensen plays it out to the left side for Norr. He's being pressed high by Hellstrom, and it's a giveaway in the final third, but Janaki is able to hold it up, but not for long. Here's Kent State. The shot. There's our first shot on goal. The shot comes in from Elisa Arthur. And Wexel has a fairly simple save. We have our first shot on goal. The game just a minute and 15 seconds in from Kent State. Right start for the Gold Flashes. Once again, Kent State on the high press. And this time it's Marcus and Wexel.
Yeah, the key right now, as we start this game, the Bobcats gotta get it out of their zone. We gotta get some pressure on Kent State. We know that their offense is great, but now we gotta test their defense as well.
Cover from Tiana Harris, Clayton fighting hard down that left sideline, and she's able to win the ball for a half a second, but then it goes out of play. And we can barely hear ourselves up here on the press box. This is by far the loudest we've ever seen Chesapeake. And now here's one of the Bobcats' most dangerous attackers. There goes Townsend. She breezes past Rinaldo. She plays it in. Haley Miller with the first time effort. And it is just flying. There's the first sign of a Bobcat attack. And wow, what a start we have on our hands in Chesapeake. End-to-end action.
Both teams are looking to strike early, aren't they, Ethan?
Absolutely. And there was Townsend getting the ball with some space. She loves to drive past defenders, and she creates so many goals. That ball gets over the head of Bianco. Here comes Shedenhelm, the MAC's leading goal scorer. Very powerful. She gets around Sensky, but Sensky is able to make up the ground very well. And she clears it out for a Bobcat defense, and now it's a Kent State corner. We can barely breathe. What a quick start for both teams.
And we knew Hellstrom and Shedenhelm were going to attack early, Ethan, but they are really pushing pedal to the metal here. Good save by Wexel.
Wexel claims that near post, and now she's going to look to set Shea Robertson on the counterattack, but she's all alone up there. She's got no help. Now she's able to get past one defender, and the foul is called by the referee. Elisa Arthur commits the infraction. Maybe a question of a yellow card there of stopping the counterattack. Referee deems not.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that was one of the reasons why they passed it up, try to get that foul so that we could set up on the other side of the field early.
It's called a tactical foul. It's a smart thing to do sometimes. Now Townsend, so dangerous on that right side. Cuts it back inside, crosses it into the box. It's, just over the head of Clayton. Prigge takes the shot. It is skewed way away, and now Hellstrom will let it roll out for a Kent State throw-in. But once again, Bobcats knocking on the door. Both teams. And that ball is deflected. Bianco is able to clear it out. Kopfer looked to plate it back into Shedenhelm, and it didn't get there. And now Sensky will play it back to Noor. Bobcats trying to play out of the press once again. Kent State wins the ball high up the field. And the pass from Giovinazzi was not there. Here's Townsend. Drives past 2 and gives it to Janaki. Now Janaki sprays it wide for Paige Noor. Had an assist in last game. Now she looks to play in Townsend. Townsend gets by her defender. She's one-on-one. She lays it off. Here's Janaki! Ooh. And it's just over the bar. The Bobcats once again come very close. Just 7 minutes in.
And we covered a lot of games, Ethan. Don't you think you see just a little bit different energy out there today?
Absolutely.
We're seeing multiple great passes and multiple shots trying to get that first goal of the game.
You can feel, as we said, the crowd is in this game. The energy is absolutely there. And this has all the feelings of a playoff game. Even though nobody's going home today, this has all the feelings of a MAC playoff game.
Yes, it does.
Two of the best teams in the MAC locking horns. As now Kent State looks to go on the attack with Stambolik. As there's a fall there from Porter, Stambolik still has it. As now Townsend's able to pick it up, and Prigge looks to play in Clayton. Clayton was offside. And it will be Rinaldo who takes this long kick. Referee explained to Clayton that, you were offside a little bit ago, but then you came back onside after the ball was played.
And the ball is now going the other way.
And now here's the kick from Rinaldo. The flicked header from Shedenhelm comes to nothing. And now Robertson's going to... Bobcats trying to possess and control the game a little bit more.
Yep.
This ball in an interesting little area. It has to be kicked out by the goalie. She can't pick it up. It was just outside of the box. Now Kalika has the ball, bouncing. She plays it back to Bianco. Now here's Townsend. She's got space.
There she goes.
You just feel the energy every time Townsend gets on the ball. Oh, she's looking for the ball to Miller. Will Miller get there? Oh, what a beautiful tackle there from Harris to just get there in front of Miller. Some ball that from Townsend.
That was a great defense by Harris, though. That was a great opportunity for the Bobcats. Good job by Harris to shut that one down. The crowd's getting hype, Ethan. They're ready for this corner kick.
Will Kent State be able to defend this corner? Here it is for Townsend. It's swung in. It bounces. It's there. It's Clayton. She lays it back. Here's Norris. She's going to set up the shot. It's blocked. Janaki takes it down. She plays it back out. Townsend might be able to swing this ball back in. She cuts inside. She takes the shot on. Big save. It's still bouncing around and is cleared away. Bobcats' first shot on target. Sensky now. Out to Kalika. She plays it to Prigge. Prigge tried to take it past her defender on the left side. Right side, my apologies. And she wins the Bobcats another corner. The pressure is ramping up on that Golden Flash's net.
And what some great plays there. To keep that ball, keep the attack going, Ethan. Even when that first shot wasn't there, it got back out, got to Abby Townsend, and she played it in and tried to get anything going, and some stuff happened, Ethan. And there were some good shots.
First big save Melians had to make. The senior goalkeeper from Texas in that corner, North slipped over there in the corner, and corner falls harmlessly out of play.
See a couple players slip already. We saw Norris slip, and we saw the pass from, I believe it was Bianco earlier that also slipped trying to get it for Abby Townsend.
Yeah.
Townsend loses the ball there.
And there's a foul.
And we're 12 minutes into this game. It is already electrifying with Ohio having two.
It is taken away. She's got space. She keeps going. Oh, she looked to play the pass into Haley Miller. She just couldn't get it off. Now here come Kent State. Can they go the other way? Hellstrom over there on that right side. There is a foul committed by Noor. And the referee may be giving clock stopped, I believe. Will there be a card issued here or just a talking to? Looks like it's just a talking to for Paige Knorr. But I think that's the sort of wording where it's like one more of those and you're going in the book.
And that could be so huge. I'm pretty sure in our last home game here, we saw Norwich get a card earlier.
Yellow card. That is correct. Yep. I mean, you had to tread on thin ice when you get that early yellow card, because any more of those egregious fouls could be in trouble. And
and that can totally change the style of your play, right, Ethan?
Absolutely. As Robertson, it does really well. Gets around her defender. She's using her pace on the ball. Now she's looking out wide. Clayton's got space. Bobcats are springing forward here in numbers. Clayton
Talk about Kent State's offense all the time, but so far the Bobcats offense has really showed up in this game with multiple shots on goal, as you see, and a lot of corner kicks. It's been a good game for the Bobcats so far.
Yeah, we are 15 minutes into this one, and it has been no holds barred max soccer. Both teams are going all out. They know what's on the line. They know what it means, as there's a trip on the ball from Arthur, and Janaki looks to play Robertson. Good step there from Kopfer. And now here's Shedenhelm. Shedenhelm driving. My apologies, that was Hellstrom over there on the right side. As it's hit back in by Kopfer. Now here's Shedenhelm. Holding it up and taking the shot, and a big block there from Sensky. That one could have been going into the net. I don't know, it looked like a dangerous shot. Big block there from Olivia Sensky. One of the key cogs in that Bobcat defense. And now another corner kick. This is Penn State's 5th of the game already.
Man. Bobcats have done pretty good defense so far against the corner kick.
Free card, Zach, you know. that was close. She was unmarked there at the far post. And one thing you can say about this Kent State team is they do not lack in the height department. They are a tall side, as Haley Miller, one of the shorter players on the field. Ooh, lovely skill over there on the far side to get around one. And she plays a great ball into Clayton. Clayton looking to set up Townsend, and she just couldn't get the final touch. Now here's Sensky looking to bring the ball under her spell. And she slips, she trips, and eventually a foul is called.
That'll be on Shedenhelm.
My apologies, that's Shedenhelm.
It is tough to see with the number 22 and number 23, isn't it?
22 and 23 are a little confusing, I'm not going to lie. Doesn't help that the two best Kent State scorers have basically very similar numbers.
Yeah, it doesn't help
Haley
at all.
Miller, one of the Bobcats' higher scorers. Plays it back to Knorr. She's looking for the floated ball over the top, and this one will be claimed by Melian. You just get the sense after that kind of crazy first 5-10 minutes, the game's settled down a little bit. Both teams kind of found their groove, but then again, it could blow open at any time. Porter looks to get on the end of that one. Colico is there. She plays it back to Wexel. Wexel kicking forward. Townsend and Ronaldo are going to be in a battle all game long. Ronaldo in her left back position. Townsend in right lane. Here's Colico with a nice run. She likes to do this. Take the ball. She plays a great ball out to Robertson. She's got a one-on-one here with Kopfer. She blows past this with the speed. She keeps going. She's got Clayton in the middle. She's trying to get past one. No foul called there. She still got it. Will Robertson be able to get there? She just couldn't. She couldn't evade that last tackle of Tiana Harris. Great effort there from Robertson.
And I think a good no call there, too.
I agree.
I think
it was a good tackle.
Yeah, good tackle, all ball. I mean, she almost got up and got that ball, trying to put it in the net.
Here's Townsend. She cuts past one. Looking to play in Janaki. She couldn't quite do it. Now it will be brought away by Stambolich. Janaki, can she get there? She wins the tackle, but it falls to Kent State. Once again, they play it forward. Good ball, but Sensky will be able to get on the end of that one. And we'll go back to Wexel.
It seems like Kent State is trying to get into Hellstrom. Let her create some mishap for the Bobcat defense, as she has 10 assists.
She's caused chaos all year. 18 points on the year. Oh, lovely turn from Robertson. She's used her skill so far. She's had Kopfer on the ropes. Looking for the run. She cuts back in. Now she looked to play Clayton on the outside, and it was blocked once again by Harris. Now, Colica driving forward. Porter looking to get on the end of it. Now the cross into the box. It's still bouncing around. Still bouncing around. Now, here's Townsend swinging a good ball into the box. Will it get to Clayton at the back post? Oh, my goodness. That one seemed harder to miss.
No.
So unlucky once again for the Bobcats. She just couldn't get over the header. You know, on those sort of headers, you have to get over it with your head so you can head it down into the goal. It just knocked off the top of her head. And unfortunately for the Bobcats, did not find the back of the net.
Even if it doesn't find the back of the net, though, Ethan, it's still getting in the head of Melian, letting her know that these Bobcats are nothing to mess around with.
Oh, Janaki, good ball out wide. Townsend back into Janaki. Janaki spins around Porter. Plays it out to Townsend. She's got the one-on-one she wants. Now she cuts it in. Crosses it into the box. Great header once again by Harris. She's had a lot of work to do. Janaki trying to get back trying to get it back into the box. And now Sensky picks up the pieces. Sensky with lovely skill to keep the ball for the Cats. Now Prigge plays it out to North. And good step there from Harris once again, and she keeps the ball in play. And now here come Kent State, but Miller picks up the pieces again. Now Kalika. Janaki with a little bit of a rocky first touch, but she's able to pick it up. Now Sensky looking long. Will Robertson be able to get on the end of this one? It's going to be tight. And she was offside anyway.
And the crowd just keeps on growing and growing.
Absolutely.
Here at Chesterfield.
It's honestly awesome to see. Great to see the support for some great women's soccer on hand today. And I mean, if this is a cloud for a regular season game, if the Bobcats can host a playoff game, I'm sure we'd see even more of a crowd. That was lucky.
I think that's gone both ways in this game so far, Ethan. Both have missed a couple feet off the goal with the headers, corner kicks bouncing around. Definitely could go both ways here in this game.
Absolutely. There's Chiosha Donkor, who's come onto the field.
It's the first sub of the game.
I would assume the Bobcats will look to make some subs soon. A couple impact players off the bench for the Bobcats. Serena Dierig. Reagan Berg is with the MAC Offensive Player of the Week last week after her goal contribution. She had an assist in the game we had here against Eastern Michigan. Then she scored against Central Michigan. So she's in a hot run of scoring form, as is Serena Dierig. She's had a fantastic second half of the season. As the Bobcats have been getting goal contributions from all over the field, really.
And yeah, that's why I'm not surprised if we get a substitution here near the latter half of this half, because I mean the depth for the Bobcats, as we talked about earlier, it's one of the key contributors of why they're doing so well in this season.
Yeah, don't rule out Kent State's depth either, though. Callie Cunningham can come off the bench. She's got 3 goals. Lauren Aruda as well also has 2 goals and 3 assists. There's great defending over there by Morgan Kalika to quell that Kent State attack.
She's played great all half. Morgan Kalika.
Yeah, what I love about Kalika is that she's able to do her job defensively, but she also just has those driving runs. You see it all the time as Townsend picks up the ball now. She's able to just drive from her right back position, and she'll drive in, she'll drive out. She just creates space for Townsend over there, and she loves to switch the field for Robertson and Clayton over there on that left side. As Clayton looks to get the high press, it eventually does work. Robertson picks it up. Here's Clayton. Can she find a girl in white? She uses her body really well there. Good strength as Prigge now finds Noor. Noor going to look to go long here. She finds Robertson over there on the left side. As was Robertson fouled there? Referee says no. And now Kent State going to look to go on the counterattack.
Good defense there by Bianco.
Good defense. Great step. Sensky driving forward now. She plays it out to Kalika. Will she go on one of those runs? No, she'll play it inside to Miller. Now Miller going to look to play in Townsend. Townsend and Miller weren't quite on the same page there, but the Bobcats still earn a throw-in. The shot, and it has to be palmed over. Great shot by Miller. Big save there from Eliane, and the Bobcats knocking on the door
And we know Haley Miller could score with 4 goals on the season and 1 game winner. She's definitely a threat out, an offensive threat out there, Ethan.
Yeah, you see her make those goal contributions. It's another shot out. Janaki showing short. Townsend will swing it in. The cross into the box. It's headed away. As Melian will boot this one clear. We are, and it's been a fun one. It's been a fun half. As we currently remain at 0-0, but 0-0 implies that the game has been boring. This has not been boring by any stretch of the imagination.
And it has not been.
We have seen plenty of chances for both teams. Seen a couple goal mouth scrambles, a couple big saves, a couple missed opportunities for the Bobcats. And either team could really say they earn a goal right now. As now Kent State, here's an opportunity for Porter. And a big save from Sam Wexel.
Man, the one-on-one, Ethan, she was able to stop it.
That is huge. As we were just talking about how both teams have had big missed opportunities, there's another one for Kent State. It was great play there from Stambolich. She picked up the ball right on the edge of the D, and she played it out to Porter. She got past her defender and looked to squeeze it past. It looks like she was going for a near post effort, didn't quite get there. As now the corner is knocked away by Miller. It will be taken by Hellstrom. Lovely control there. She'll play it back in, and it is over the goal, and the Bobcats have a goal kick. Wow, that was close. Kent State very nearly opening up the scoring here.
And just as we said, 0-0, not a boring game. We show another highlight right there.
This game is anything but boring. As now Shea Robertson drives inside. That ball's going to slice back.
Could have been different. Could have been a totally different game there.
And there's a foul by Kent State on Haley Miller.
It looks like number 7 for Kent State, Sienna Stambolich, is out. She's a little shaken up there. Kind of see her limping.
Yeah. Now Miller's got it. Out to Robertson. Looking to isolate her defender. She gets around her, and the referee says no foul there. Robertson wanted a foul. And Noor is able to ward off her presser. Now Bianco's got it. And it's out to Collier. Townsend drives. Good defending. And a foul is won. Really good defending there from Rinaldo. She won that battle.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, it's an ongoing war there down the right side for the Bobcats. Townsend. And Rinaldo's got her hands full, but as we've seen, she's more than up for the challenge. She won that battle for sure.
You can kind of see a height difference. We saw it earlier with a jump ball, kind of header.
Yeah.
And definitely makes for an interesting matchup.
As there's another foul on Kent State. So that one was on Shedenhelm on Bianco. And the Bobcats will have a free kick. 13 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the half. As it is Halloween weekend here at Ohio University. We've got some Halloween decorations strewn out around the field. And which team will end up with the trick and which team will end up with the treat of the #1 overall seed? We will see. Will Townsend have a say? She got a little too tricky on that one.
She had Robinson on the left there, but I don't know. I think that was good. Good play call by there.
Here comes some substitutions for the Bobcats. That was Townsend's last contribution until she comes back in. Reagan Berg comes in for her, and then Allie Campanella comes in for Haley Miller. And over here on Penn State's left side, it's Callie Cunningham, who I mentioned earlier. She comes, my apologies, it's Lauren Aruda, not Callie Cunningham. It's Aruda coming in on the left side. And here's a high press from Clayton.
Trying to get that steal right there. Good pressure by Clayton.
Oh, and now here's a win. I believe Clayton was offside. So if she had gotten that, it would not have mattered. But Bobcats trying to flip the script a little bit on Kent State there. Kent State were pressing high early in this one. They've kind of taken their foot off the gas in that regard. But now here comes the free kick from Melian. Robertson wins it. Here's Janaki. Bobcats have it in Kent State's half. And now here's Reagan Berg's first touch. Just gets a little bit short of her there, and Aruda is able to come back and win it back for Kent State. Good touch there. Really good touch from Stambolich. And now just a slip there from Stambolich, who's able to keep it. And a little miscommunication. There's Callie Cunningham over there on the right side for Kent State. Oh, good step there from Dongford. And she wins it back off of Campanella again, and Campanella takes a tumble. And now Kent State going to look to get it forward, looking for their top goal scorer. Sensky with a good step, but a giveaway. Now here's Stambolich. She's picking the ball up in good areas. As here, the shot comes in, and it's a huge block by Colica. What a big slide tackle that was to deny Shedenhelm. Big slide tackle, another big defensive contribution from the Bobcats. And here comes the Bobcats super sub, Serena Dierig. She's been red hot the second half of the season.
And that's what they need, fresh legs out there. Try to get some goal, try to get a goal before half. Definitely would hype this crowd up and give them some momentum.
We will see. This game is all sorts of interesting. Back to Melian. Just a quick update. It is still 0-0 in Toledo Bowling Green. It is still nothing in that game. So we have no goals yet in this final day of the MAC regular season. And Kent State looked to drive forward there. Once again, cleared well by Colica. She's had a good half. As Berg gets it out to Robertson. Oh, and the referee calls a foul there. I think he tried to play the advantage there, but I think he saw that the play was eventually impeded by Kent State, so good refereeing there to bring the play back. Bianco will take this one. Coach Aaron Rodgers shouting out instructions from up there. I talked to him pregame. You know, he talked about a lot of the things that he needed to do, and so far the Bobcats have honestly done a lot of what he said he needed the Bobcats to do. He did a lot of talking about weathering the early storm. Bobcats certainly did that. We saw the early storm from Kent State with the press, you know, with the high press, and obviously they're two big goal scorers as the Bobcats come on the attack once again with Berg. But he said the Bobcats need to weather the storm and, hey, use some of their own attacking firepower. We've seen the Bobcats, they're arguably a little lucky not to have a goal themselves, so this game is up for the grabs. Both teams could say that they earned or deserve a goal, as this one's out on the far side for a Bobcat throw-in. But here comes another substitution. Juliana Farina's going to come in, and Robertson will take a break.
Juliana Farina's got one goal in the season. Definitely looking to add one here and get the first goal of this game. Try to turn the tide a little bit here.
She scored a beautiful goal here. I remember I was on the call for that one. It was a beautiful goal here against, I believe it was it's a high press here win for Dierig. Dierig looking to try and sneak it back into Farina. That goal was against Western Michigan by Farina. It was a lovely ball, lovely play from her and Serena Dierig over on the right side. Seems like she's lining up on the left side of midfield here in the.
Her partner Hellstrom, they've just added, thought her name a lot today.
Yeah, she kind of ticks that midfield for Kent State. You can tell a lot of what they do. You know, she may not show up on the stat sheet. She got 5 assists on the year, which is very solid. Only got 1 goal, but you can tell a lot of what Kent State does moves through her in that midfield. You can tell a lot of when they move from defense to attack, usually she's got the ball. Ohio's got 3 shots on goal so far. Here Kent State wins the ball high up. Here, there's calling her name again. There's Stambolich. There's a tackle from Campanella. Risky tackle. Wexel with a huge save there. That shot came in from Hellstrom. And both goalkeepers have had to step up here in this half. And both goalkeepers have made some big saves.
Yeah, they are playing lights out today. Definitely not going to give up that first goal. Now we got another corner for Kent State. This will be their 8th corner kick.
We're now level on shots on goal, so it is 3-3 on shots on goal. And honestly, any one of those 3 for either team could have gone in. We've seen some big saves from the keepers. Can Kent State get something on the corner? It's swung in at the back post. And that one's just wide. It's a corner kick once again. And it will be Kent State's 9th corner of the game. Bobcats have done a decent job at defending the first 8. Will Kent State get something off of this corner kick? 5 minutes remaining in the first half. It has been a lights out first half. It has been quick, fast, intense. Will Kent State get something here? As the cross comes in, it's a little bit deeper this time. Dierig's able to flick the header away. And it pops out to Arthur. Big tackle from Farina. Can she keep it in? Bobcats could look to counter here. Bobcats have something here. Here comes Farina. She still got it. Now she looks to play in Regan Berg. Berg's got it. Big tackle. And what's the referee called here? The referee's called a foul against Regan Berg there. I didn't really see much there for Berg, but the foul has been called on Berg. Big tackle in the back there from Baresi. Looking like great Italian defender Franco Baresi out there.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what the foul call was there.
I'm thinking they're saying that Berg pushed her during the slide tackle, but I don't know.
I just thought it was a good tackle, honestly.
That's what I thought.
At first,
too.
I thought he was calling a penalty. But I don't know. We move anyway. Melian hits it forward. Dierig wins the header. Can the Bobcats win it high up the field? Oh, there's Shedenhelm once again. My apologies. That's Stambolic. Stambolic plays in. It's cut off by Prigge.
Good pass by Prigge.
Can Berg keep that one in? She cannot.
Yeah, with 4 minutes here left in this half. You're definitely looking to get something going.
As once again, Stambolic looked to try and get it forward. She couldn't that time, though, as Bianco now has it. She plays it off to Sensky. And now Sensky looks to throw it to Farina, who's been very involved since she came onto the field. Now Noor. Cunningham looking to get in behind, but she couldn't quite do it. Now Prigge. What I always talk about when I do play-by-play is just how much Prigge and Janaki dominate what the Bobcats do in the midfield. They kind of sit back a little bit more defensive than you have Haley Miller, or in this case, Abby Campanella's in the game right now in that attacking midfield position. But those two just, they do so much. They break up attacks, and then they're usually the key to bringing the Bobcats forward.
Yeah, I mean, how many times did we see it last week? Great passing by both of them, just creating opportunities for the Bobcats front.
Janaki looking to get on the turn. Nothing doing there, though. Campanella now picks it up, and Kalika plays it back into Janaki. Janaki spins past her defender. She takes the shot, and it is just over the bar once again. Bobcats inching closer, but not quite there yet. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the half. Bobcats still have 3 shots on goal. Kent State also have 3 shots on goal.
And many, many shots that are just close.
As now Berg wins it high up the field off of the tackle from Kalika. Janaki looked to play it to Dierig. It was cut off. But now Dierig wins it back. It was cut off there by Luca Ralph. And now there's a big win over Kalika by Aruda. Now, once again, Rinaldo will throw it in. And it's right into Shedenhelm, the Max leading scorer once again. Hasn't really had a sniff just yet, but I'd be willing to bet a decent amount of money that she'll get a look at some point in this game in Wexel. She's already had to step up a couple times.
Yes, she has.
We'll see if she has to step up against one of the Mac's most lethal finishers.
And here comes the 10th corner kick.
Already double-digit corner kicks for the Golden Flashes. It will be Aruda to take. Can Kent State get something here on their 10th try?
10 corner kicks to 3. And even though the Kent State have a lot of corner kicks and the same amount of shots on goal, we've seen a fairly even matchup here today, Ethan.
Absolutely.
We've seen offense on both sides and just shots that are just a couple feet away from ending up in that back of that net.
Yeah, a couple feet here or there, a couple inches, give or take. And, you know, this game could be 1-1, heck, 2-2, who knows? There's a foul by Kent State.
Yeah, we've also seen a very physical game, haven't we, Ethan? A lot of good slide
Absolutely, and I
tackles.
think Hello, everyone, and welcome back from the halftime interval. We are just a little over a minute away from the second half kicking off here at Chesafield in Athens. Current score is Ohio State 0, Kent State 0. And before we get into the second half, let's go through the MAC scores real quick. So, not a lot to report. There are no goals across the MAC in any of the games. Toledo Bowling Green 0-0. Akron Buffalo 0-0. Central Michigan, Eastern Michigan 0-0, and Miami Ball State 0-0, and Western Michigan and Northern Illinois play tomorrow in a game that has no impact on the playoff proceedings. Yep. So, Zach, let's talk second half adjustments. What do Ohio and Kent State need to do to win this game?
Score goals, Ethan. But easier said than done, isn't it? I mean, they were very even on majority of the stats. The Bobcats had a total of 9 shots, where Kent State had 6, and then they all were even from there. Shots on target, shots on goal, saves. Bobcats need to work on the offsides. They've had 4 in the first half. Definitely stopping the momentum and not allowing the forwards to finish their shots. Also, corner kicks, as we talked about it going into at the end of the first half. Kent State has 10. Those are giant opportunities for Kent State to score, but thankfully the Ohio Bobcat defense has held up.
Yeah, we have some awesome news to report. We broke, as we jumped a little bit too early there, but we broke the Chesa attendance record today. Attendance of 1,340 people here at this game, as the crowd, as you can hopefully hear on the stream, is more than into this game. As Ohio State ran a little bit too early there, so we got to wait to start the first half. And now the Bobcats will try and run that back. Well, it was a heck of a first half, but neither team got any goals to show for it. And now we will see. Looks like the Bobcats have brought out what was their starting lineup originally, so Townsend's back in, Clayton's back in, Miller's back in. I believe Kent State have done the same. Porter's back in over there on that left side, except for the one change of Donker staying in for Kopfer, as now Miller just couldn't keep that one in down the left sideline. Wind's picked up a little bit here, and it's slightly more overcast now than it was in the first half. But still beautiful soccer weather, beautiful late fall day, Halloween weekend here in Athens. As Kent State's got a free kick just inside Ohio territory, or actually rather just outside Ohio territory.
And here's Hellstrom again. We see her take another free kick, another corner kick. She seems like she's been taking the kicks all day today.
Yeah, she's the set piece maestro for the Golden Flashes now. Is on the ball now is Giovinazzi.
Another matchup to look for is Ronaldo versus Townsend over there on the far side of your screen.
Yeah, it was a battle all first half, wasn't it?
It was.
Kent State's got it now. Here's the top scorer, Shedenhelm. She's kept fairly quiet so far from the Bobcats, but all she needs is one shot. So now Hellstrom swings it into the box. It's a little bit nervy there from the Bobcats.
Yeah.
And Bianco just kind of tipped it, whether it was accidental or not, I don't know, but she kind of just tipped it back, and Wexel claimed it. Slight claim of a back pass from Kent State, but nothing doing. Now Kalika drives forward. She's still got it. And Miller will try and get there first. She just about gets into the tackle, still bouncing around in the midfield. Now Janaki is able to impose her will, and Prigge gets it out to Miller, and now and the foul is called on Robertson.
Does not sound like the crowd is happy with that one. But that's what's going to happen when you have 1,300 people in attendance in this game.
The header there comes in from Arthur. She finds Shedenhelm, and now it's in. It's one of the stories of the game is just the sheer amount of corner kicks that Kent State have had.
Yeah, but thankfully the Bobcats defense, hopefully I don't jinx it here,
so far
has held up pretty well.
It's
held up pretty well. So it'll be interesting to see how this one goes.
That's not to say Kent State haven't gotten opportunities off corners. They've had a couple real missed chances.
Yes, they have.
As that time Robertson's just able to kick it out. It comes back in, and a big block there, and then a big tackle by Clayton, and the danger is cleared. and she wins the Bobcats a throw-in.
Yeah, Bobcats got to really hustle, go over there and help Townsend, and looks like Robertson was over here on the left side. Got to help them out.
Janaki played it back to Kalika. Kalika was looking for Clayton. Couldn't find her. Now it's back to Stambolich. Kalika with a good step. Priggy, and that pass is a little wayward. Porter will try and pick it up, but Townsend will come back, and it'll be a Kent State throw. 5 minutes into the first half. Not as crazy a second half start as it was a first half start. First half, we almost had 2 goals in the first 5 minutes. But second half's been a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more calmed down. Both teams kind of just conserving and waiting for that moment to strike. As here's Hellstrom. And just a reminder, if you're just joining us, of what is on the line here. The Ohio Bobcats and Kent State Golden Flashes, they both control their own destiny. If they win this game, they will be the #1 overall seed in the MAC tournament. They will win the MAC regular season title, and they will win the game, and they will get that #1 seed, and they'll be able to host the MAC playoffs at their college. But if this game does end in a tie after 2 overtimes as Kent State goes on the attack, and Bobcats win it back, Bowling Green is still there. As of right now, they're currently tied with the Toledo Rockets 0-0 as well. Townsend driving now. And if Bowling Green wins and these two teams tie, Bowling Green will actually get that #1 overall seed. Here's Haley Miller. Bobcats trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Townsend could have an angle to shoot here. Just got closed down. Now she takes a shot. It just took the deflection. That just took all the sting out of the shot.
And that home field advantage, Ethan, is just so important in the playoff games. It remains
0-0 in that Toledo Bowling Green game. That game is at Bowling Green. Kalka does a good job of keeping that one in away from Porter. And now Janaki gets it. We'll see if she can connect defense to attack here. Townsend on the far side, reigniting that battle that we saw all first half with Rinaldo. Now she's got it back, and she could drive using the speed. She's got Haley Miller to her left, and she's got Madison Clayton to her right. Clayton going to look to pick out the pass. She digs one into the box. It's Robertson! And the Bobcats with the best effort of the second half so far. Lovely, lovely build-up play there. Clayton with a good cross in, and Robertson just couldn't get the header on target.
And the speed by Abby Townsend to set up that whole entire sequence is just amazing. To get open, pass it to Madison Clayton, and give her a shot to give it to Robertson.
Absolutely. Priggy wins the ball high up. Now Townsend tries to dink it into Clayton, but a good step there from Giovinazzi. Now here's Shedenhelm looking to play it into Porter, denied by Bianco. Now here's Townsend once again. Gonna look to cause problems for Kent State as she has all game long. Good pass into Clayton. Clayton plays it back to Townsend with the shot straight at Melianne.
And they are keeping it on this side of the field. They want that goal. Fatigue is starting to set in a little bit. Yeah. But you got to fight through it, as you know. You get that #1 seed and that home field advantage if you win this game.
Yeah, that bye could also be so important to just give those teams that break. You know, the playoffs don't start till next week, but to just get that break before the semis and final, and then for whichever team to not have to travel to be able to host the playoff game, to not have to sit on long bus rides.
Yep.
You know, that's huge. Just for the fatigue factor, you know, mentally, to be able to host the playoffs at home in front of your fans, it's so cool to see. And obviously the Bobcats will look for a turnout like this if they do end up hosting a playoff game, but I'm sure we'll get even more people if they do end up hosting a game, as now there's a foul by Janaki on Berezi.
Yeah, it looks like an accidental hit there. Accidentally kicked her right in the stomach. But, you know, that things happen, and you know, refs got to call a foul on that.
A lot of Athens area celebrities in the building today. Jeff Bowles and a lot of the Ohio men's basketball team are in the house, as well as a number of other Ohio athletes. There's a win upfield by Hellstrom. She plays it in. Porter could have an opportunity here. And she manages to get a shot off on a tough angle. And Ohio defends.
Waxel screaming out orders. Another corner kick coming.
Ohio now defends this corner kick. It's Kent State's 12th.
I know. This has been a crazy.
Hellstrom swings it in. It bounces there, and that is not a good shot. And that shot may spring an Ohio counterattack. Townsend, great speed by Porter to try and catch up. She does so well there. Really good job by Porter there. And now Kent State trying to go back, but they couldn't quite do it.
And the wind is picking up here.
To defend, but wow, that was almost a huge opportunity on the breakaway for Kent State and for Ohio. Both teams almost try to kind of counterattack on each other. Long throw in here. Still bouncing around. Might fall here. And that's a goal kick for the Cats.
Good defense there. Definitely holding up here in this half. Haven't really seen too many opportunities for the Kent State Golden Flashes here. But we are seeing a lot of opportunities for the Bobcat offense, aren't we, Ethan?
They've had their moments. Both teams, again, it's been a similar story the first half. Both teams have had their moments. Neither team could get that decisive blow. Both two slips there from Clayton and from Harris. But Kent State comes out on top, looking for the ball across. Shedenhelm, but she's offside despite the tackle. Nora was a little confused there for a second. Referee stopped the game here.
And it looks like, man, I don't know what they're doing here, Ethan.
I'm a little confused.
I think they're calling a foul.
Referee played an advantage there and then pulled it back because of the offside. So that is what happened there. Sorry for the slight confusion.
Hellstrom's going to take this one.
Hellstrom swings it in. It bounces. Will Wexel keep that in? Yes, she will. And Wexel wanted a little foul there. I think there might have been a slight kick out at the end there by Kent State. No foul given. Referee explaining himself. Wexel will roll it out to Bianco. Janaki's able to do a great job to keep it. Now Townsend. She's causing problems. We've called her name a lot. Now Kalka with the underlapping run. Now she plays it back to Townsend. Good play. Townsend still has it. Swings it into the box. Robertson, oh my goodness, how'd she miss? Oh my goodness. How did that not go in for the Bobcats? Lovely cross from Townsend. Skews it over the bar. Oh my goodness, the drama is just ratcheting up to a fever pitch with 32 minutes left in this game. As Kent State will make a substitution. Porter's coming off. Cunningham is coming on.
Talk about opportunities. That is definitely the biggest one right there for the Bobcats. We usually say feet, but there it was inches. Just inches away from being a 1-0 game.
Not much closer you can get there if you're the Bobcats. Townsend now, she's starting to win those battles. It's been a back and forth battle over there. Now Janaki's over there on the far right sideline. Going to try and get a ball into the box. It is blocked by Kent State. They'll look to bring it out. It is cleared up to Shedenhelm. Nice flick over the top, but Sensky.
The Ohio native coming in. She's got 2 game winners here in this season. So definitely a good substitution there. We hope that blade nose is okay.
Now it's into Hellstrom. This is what you don't want to see if you're Ohio, because those are the 2 dangerous players combining. Hellstrom combined with Shedenhelm. Shedenhelm crosses it into the box. It's there at the back post potentially. It's bouncing around. Janaki clears it away. And now, could there be something here on the counterattack? Robertson still has it, and now she finds Haley Miller, and that's a little bit too far. Wind is picked up here.
Yeah, you can see those flags moving.
Oh, nice skill there on the right sideline from Hellstrom, but Nor. And
Good
that
play
is
by
a
Nor.
throw-in for Ohio. Nor takes it quickly. It's into Robertson. She plays it up to Clayton. Lovely control there. And there's a foul by Harris on Clayton. Harris not happy about it. Crowd is into it. Can the Bobcats find the opening? At this point, as we have 30 minutes remaining. Marbles in the mat.
We're looking to get something going here. 7 minutes. That goal means more and more as that time dwindles down.
Ricky trying to find Robertson. Defended away by Oscar. Here's Sensky. She'll drive forward. She'll just take it. Nobody's pressing her. Now Robertson's got a pocket of space. And Hellstrom helps defend that. Now Meisenberg takes it away. And now the Bobcats take it back. Here's Townsend. Crosses it into the box. Good cross. Just nobody in the danger area, and it'll go out harmlessly for a goal kick.
Robinson was nearby, but just not quite there to put that in. And that beautiful cross by State, and it is taken away. Wexel now is able to pick up the pieces. Now it's picked up once again by Stambolich. Yep. Stambolich, like you said, factor in getting that ball to the forward, getting those opportunities for the offense. But so far here, we haven't really seen anything in a little bit. The heat starting to set in, Ethan?
Yeah, you can sort of feel that the game is kind of, both teams have that energy. You can feel the energy, you know, still there. But obviously this game is just teetering on a knife edge. Either team could get the next goal and it could be the definition for their season. It is so, so important. And now here comes Townsend looking for Robertson. And it still could be there. Miller gonna look to contend with Stambolich. She gets there, and it's a goal kick. No foul call. And quick update on the other game that these two teams will be checking after the game. It remains 0-0. Toledo versus Bowling Green remains at 0-0. So both teams.
We got some subs. Hellstrom's coming out of the game for number 2, Callie Cunningham. Although Callie Cunningham has 2 goals and 3 assists on the season, still pretty far behind Carly Hellstrom.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of talking about Ohio's depth. Can't sleep on. Ooh, Robertson looking to use the skill, and that's a foul in a good spot. Donker commits the infraction, and the Bobcats will look. It's a similar kind of thing to a corner, just a little bit closer in, so you can put a little bit more finesse on the ball. We'll see if the Bobcats can create anything here. Townsend's going to take this.
Yeah, we see good passing by her all game, and she's taking a lot of these corners and a lot of free kicks as well that add with Hellstrom. So this would be a great opportunity for the Bobcats. Sun's starting to come out.
Every Kent State player is back defending this one. Bobcats leave one player back. It's into the middle, headed away. Nor's going to pick up the pieces, take it back in. It might fall for Robertson. What an incredible save, but she was offside. Wouldn't have counted. Wouldn't have counted anyway, but that was some save there for Melian. Some save there from the Kent State goalkeeper. Even though it doesn't really matter in the long run, she was offside anyway, but wow, that was a crazy save.
Yeah, that was a crazy save. And definitely a great opportunity there for the Bobcats.
Yeah, the wind has really picked up here at Chesapeake. It's kind of blowing out. It's kind of swirling around here. And it's kind of hard to tell even which direction. If you look at the American flag in the far left corner, it kind of seems like it's blowing in our direction here on the press box. The wind, the miles per hour has certainly picked up.
We said it last week, Ethan, when the wind picked up.
Will it fall to Townsend?
Yeah, we said it last week. Sometimes we feel like weathermen up here. Talking about everything going on. I mean, it's raining, it's sunshine. There was a rainbow last week. I mean,
beautiful rainbow last week.
Yeah, anything could really happen here at Chesapeake.
Yeah, I saw some beautiful photos of that rainbow against Eastern Michigan and how substitutions for both teams. Robertson's going to take a break here. And it seems like Reagan Berg will come on for the Cats. And then Stan Bolich is going to take a break for Kent State, and Giovinazzi has recovered from that bloody nose.
Shedenhelm's still out there for the Kent State, and they are definitely looking to get her involved and hopefully create more opportunities for her, as she has been pretty much shut down this second half.
Yeah, the Bobcats have done a good job of just limiting her opportunities. She's had a couple half chances here and there, but when she's had slight looks, the Bobcats have shut her down. Same with Hellstrom. But, you know, all it takes is one opportunity, and this game could be 1-0. So the Bobcats have to be careful. It happened against Western Michigan. Bailey Corhorn has 7 goals in the MAC. She's second or third in the MAC in goals. And, you know, the Bobcats gave her one opportunity, and that was all Western Michigan needed to tie the game. Obviously, the Bobcats went on to win that game 3-1, but it just goes to show you that that's all you need for a lot of these top scorers. It's just one chance. As Kent State's got a pretty big opportunity here on the far side. Send the defenders forward for this one. Or actually, they won't send the defenders forward, but they'll have midfielders and attackers that can still attack this ball. As Janaki clears, and now Kalika picks it up. Counter-attack opportunity could be on here, but good step there by Kent State.
And offside.
Golden flashes were offside. As we have 20 minutes remaining here at Chesapeake, it is 0-0. All the MAC implications are on the line. It is still 0-0 in the Toledo Bowling Green game, as we will continually update you on that one, as that game is of the utmost importance to these two in terms of if there is a tie. An important reminder is that I do believe that it does come down to goal differential if there are some ties when it comes to when the conference. So Ohio and Kent State have the same conference record. If they were to tie, obviously they would still have the same conference record. As there's a hard foul on Kalika by Shedenhelm. Ohio State's goal differential is +10, while Kent State's is +9. So that 4-0 win at Northern Illinois for the Bobcats, huge.
Yeah, definitely playing its role here.
And Bianco will take this free kick. That That one will get into the danger zone. Might find its way to Townsend. Will she be able to keep it in? No, she can't. And it'll be a Kent State goal kick. As we've got some more substitutions here. Kent State going to make some changes. On comes Luca Ralph. And off comes Autumn Meisenberg, who deputized there for Giovinazzi for a little bit while she had the nose problem. As that clearance might fall to Townsend here. She's able to control off the chest beautifully. Takes it down and drives past the defender. Crosses it into the box, and it is straight at Mellihan. Man, Townsend is just causing issues for Kent State all over the field. She's been the best attacking player for the Bobcats.
Yeah, you're 100% right there, Ethan. I mean, that pass right there, just a little bit more to the right on her part.
Yeah.
And she's got Madison Clinton right there to cause some issues. So, I mean, it's been like that the whole game, hasn't it? Just a little bit off, and now another great opportunity here.
Miller wins it high up the field, and now Clayton sprays it out to Reagan Berg, the reigning MAC Offensive Player of the Week. She drives forward as there's a collision, and it's still in play, unbelievably. And now the referee puts the flag up. It'll be a goal kick. I don't really know what happened. I don't know what the delay was there in the flag going up. But it's a goal kick.
Yes. That ball was still in play. They basically hugged on that line.
I guess it must have just been stuck in a tangle of legs there.
Yeah.
As 17 minutes remaining, and this game, once again, just hangs ever so closely. Both of these teams know how much this means. Number 1 seed in the playoffs, a regular season title. This game is absolutely massive. Miller takes a slight knock there off that header. I don't think she was expecting it to get there. And Shedenhelm uses her strength to try and get past Norr. She couldn't quite do it, though. Referee says fair play. Now here come the Bobcats going the other way. Kalika is able to lay it off to Berg. Berg back to Kalika. Good pass. Kalika just held it up a little bit. Now she plays it into Miller. Good tackle there by Ralph. But it's won back by Kalika.
Kalika's all over the field right now.
Yeah, she's from her right back position. She's up on the left wing. Now she's into Miller. Miller plays into Janaki. Big step there from Giovinazzi. Now she takes it forward herself. She's still driving. Here's Shedenhelm. This game is end to end now. It is open. Shedenhelm's driving. Still going forward. Gets it past Sensky. And it was there. The net was gaping wide open. If there was just a Kent State player there to finish it. Now it's Cunningham on the far side. She tries to get it in. Prigge takes it off, and Giovinazzi
skyrockets
it over the field.
And more subs coming out for Kent State.
Off comes Shedenhelm. Take a break.
It looks like Hellstrom's coming back into the game.
Yeah, so those two dynamic Kent State playmakers will separate themselves on the field. And I don't think that's the last we see of Shedenhelm. She'll be back on the field sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I mean, with these subs coming in, Ethan, maybe they're starting to anticipate overtime. I know there's still 15 minutes left, and it's a little too soon to say overtime, but
think about the pressure in overtime.
Yeah.
It would just ratchet up about 100 times more than it already is. And the pressure is more than definitely already on. But the Bobcats have a knack for scoring late winning goals. Will it happen again here at Chesa Field? As Berg able to keep a hold of that one. She keeps driving forward. She plays it in. Miller might be able to pick this one up. She takes a shot, and she'll win a corner off the deflection. It's the Bobcats' 5th corner of the game. Can they get something here?
Yeah, we see a lot of good offensive play by the Bobcats here in this second half.
Here comes Serena Dierig onto the field. She's going to give Haley Miller a break. As Stambolich is also coming onto the field for Kent State.
Yeah, but Townsend's going to take this corner again.
In place of Arthur. Townsend, can she find a lady in white? It's up. It might bounce in. Oh my goodness, that almost went in on its own. The wind definitely played a factor there.
Definitely a good corner
That might
kick.
have been Abby Townsend's goal.
I think you're right. I think the goalie right there, Heather, definitely played that one.
As Now Townsend's got it back again, just using the strength, but just the wind. The wind is becoming more and more of a factor. You see it there on that, and there's a foul by Noor on Aruda.
Doesn't look like a card is going to be assessed.
"13 minutes remaining. We remain tied 0-0 for all the marbles in the MAC. Good defensive header there. Janaki brings it down, and she plays it to Berg. Berg going to get support here from Kalika, who's got some room to run now. Kalika's motoring up the right sideline. She's still going. She plays it inside, and it's right to Harris. Harris plays it to Hellstrom, who loses it, and now it's Dierig trying to play it back to Janaki, and it's Hellstrom makes up for losing the ball there. And now Stambolic has it, being pressed by Prigge. This game is end to end. You can barely catch a break up here in the commentator's box. Now Harris gonna play it out wide to Aruda as she knocks it down the line, looking for Cunningham, and Sensky takes care of business and plays it to Noor. Good defending there from Olivia Sensky, and now Noor's driving forward. She's got Townsend to her left. She'll lay it off to Townsend, who will cut inside. Gonna look to cross it to the back post, looking for Berg, and she just couldn't get a head on it. And well defended over there by Rinaldo to let it go out for a Kent State goal kick. But wow, just the pressure. You can tell both teams understood the urgency that this game has right now. Both teams know just how important this game is. We're set for a dramatic finish here.
Yeah, like you said, dramatic finish. It's coming down to it. I mean, we're looking at 12 minutes left here in this half, and then overtime will be on its way if a goal is not scored.
Hey, let's take a quick look at scores from around the MAC. Obviously, Bowling Green and Toledo are still remain deadlocked at 0-0. Akron and Buffalo also remain. Sometimes when you do the slide tackle, you know, you give yourself up. It's either, you know, you win the ball heroically, or sometimes it just doesn't go your way. And in that case, Noor took the latter option. So we'll see if Kent State can manufacture something here as Hellstrom, 10 assists. Can she make it 11? She swings it in. Dierig defends there on Stambolic. And now Clayton going to look to knock it past Donkor. Can she get there? Donkor's managed to work it back. And good defending there from Donkor to get it to Stambolic. And now the Bobcats are a little stretched. Dierig drops back in to defend. Stambolic once again. She lays it back to Donkor.
Ooh, ankle's almost taken there.
Dierig slid a little bit on the grass. This field has taken a beating throughout the season.
Yes, it has.
Noor does well there to defend, making up for the yellow card by defending well there on Aruda. It'll be a goal kick for the Cats. And we have a second to take a breath and kind of debrief here as we enter the 10-minute mark left in this game. Zach, what's got to happen here? You know, we've got 10 minutes left. It's 0-0. Both of these teams know how much this means. A goal now might win you the MAC regular season title.
What you got to do now, that fatigue is definitely setting in. We've seen it. Townsend's been out there for a while. Even both sides. We've seen Hellstrom get a little break, but still not that much. Even with the fatigue, you got to play through. You got to use that energy that you got left, anything you got, and you got to push through, because that home field advantage is very important in winning the MAC conference.
Absolutely. As Aruda wins the ball off of Noor there, and she cuts inside, but Sensky, the brick wall, denies Aruda there that time. Now she's driving forward. She's got Townsend. Aruda came back and tried to get a throw in for Kent State, did not get it. And now here comes a couple more substitutions. Robertson's going to come back in for Regan Berg, and Townsend is going to take a break for Miller.
Yeah, we got some fresh legs out there for the Bobcats. They're going to get this ball on their side, on the opponent's side of the field, so definitely looking for an opportunity, make something happen here. They're going to call Robertson for that.
Crowd is displeased with that foul call. Kent State has a free kick at the back of that. Tensions are starting to run a little high. You can see it.
Yes, they are.
Both teams, the crowd, the whole energy, you could feel the tension, the energy. You know, it's just waiting to break. One goal is all it's going to take. As now Sensky once again wins the header. And Janaki can pass it out to Robertson. She gets past her defender. Here goes Robertson. She plays it down the sideline to Miller, and it will be shielded by Harris. I don't think the ball is going to roll all the way out. Harris now has touched it, and she'll get it around Miller. Harris just didn't seem ready for that, but she's able to recover, and will it go out of play? It does.
And yeah, we've seen excellent play by Bobcats all around the field. We've seen Kalika come up from her midfield defender position. She's been playing great. We've seen Haley Miller's been all over the field trying to kick out that ball. I mean, everybody's really played well. Townsend's created opportunities.
The only thing the Bobcats don't have is that most important stat, the goalie. Will Janaki take the shot here? She lines it up. Oh, good save from Melian, and she makes the catch, so no rebound for the Bobcats. That's another shot on target. Make it 6 shots on target, 3 in this half to 0 for Kent State in this half.
That wind is definitely picking up. You could see that ball right there. I mean, that was a goal kick that just went straight out of bounds. The wind, you kick that ball high, it is going to take it.
See, on a still, calm day, you get the feeling that that one might sit up there for Aruda, but not that time. As Townsend tried to get past her defender, couldn't work. Kalika plays it into Prigge. She's got plenty of time and space here in the midfield. She could drive forward. Now she gets pressed slightly by Stambolich, and Robertson is able to take it past her defender. Tried to line up the shot. She decided against it in the end. Plays it back to Miller. Now Miller takes a shot. It is knocked away by Harris. Robertson, and she is fouled just outside the box. Or is that a penalty? It'll be a yellow card. Is that a penalty? Is that the question? It might be. I think it is a penalty for the Bobcats. Wow.
It is getting intense up here.
Or no, it's not a penalty. It's a free kick right on the edge of the area. But wow, talk about drama here. The crowd is on its feet. All 1,340 people. 6 minutes and 58 seconds remaining. A yellow card there was given out to Harris for that foul on Robertson. And now there's a discussion going on here between Robertson, Sensky, and Townsend over who wants to take this one. It's in a great spot for a potential righty to curve this one either over the wall or around the wall. Right around. The keeper's definitely cheating towards that right side, so if you can get it up and over the wall, right in that top left corner, it could be on. Townsend goes over it. Sensky goes over it. It's going to be Miller. She takes the shot, and it's high and wide. She was looking for that top right corner. Almost found it. A little unlucky.
Still, got the Bobcats.
Closer.
The crowd is on its feet for that one. And I mean, still a great opportunity there for the Bobcats. You're running around 6 minutes left in this game. You're going to pull through, and that was great possession there by the Bobcats. Ethan, so close to being
on that right side. As now Kalika's got the ball. She plays it into Deering. You get the sense that this game might be won in regulation. Both teams are looking to try and win this game before overtime. Will Townsend be able to get on the end of this one? She does, and it's off the crossbar.
Oh, man.
On the cross. Oh, my goodness. That would have been some finish.
Oh, man. These goals, these shot attempts, these shots on goals, they just keep on getting closer and closer.
Now, that technically doesn't count as a shot on goal, but it really should. That was close. Bobcats knocking on the door right now. All the pressure's on that Kent State goal. Robertson with lovely skill to get past her defender. Still going, and that's going to be a foul. And it is. Another good opportunity here for Ohio. And that's going to be a foul.
Another yellow card.
And it's going to be a yellow card there on Donkor. And this is a similar opportunity. We saw a free kick from this position earlier in the half. And it didn't come to anything. Will it happen here? Crowd's on its feet once again.
We see some close opportunities, right, Ethan? And this could
Absolutely.
This could be it.
5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. This game has had almost everything except the goal. Looking for the near post. It might fall, and it's saved at the near post. I think that shot may have been going wide anyway. But just, once again, the Bobcats are so close. And once again, now they'll look to press. Harris will kick it long. Nor wins the header. It'll fall to Doncor, who's now on a yellow, and that ball almost comes up to us here on the press box. And Nor will take the throw. Townsend looked for the flick on. Harris has it. She's also on a yellow card. Miller wins it in a great position. Miller takes the shot, and it was a little speculative, almost dipped down.
I mean, the wind is definitely playing a factor. The wind is definitely playing a factor here. We've seen it on the goal kicks. We've seen it on the corners. That ball is curving, it's turning, and it's going everywhere.
Absolutely. They've had a little bit of everything in this game, for sure. And the drama and the expectations at a fever pitch. Looking for Deering here. Harris was able to pick it up and just about clear it away. That took a deflection. It'll be a Kent State throw. Doesn't matter. It'll be picked up here by Aruda. Oh, lovely skill to get around Nor. Now she's got space and time. Nor looking to make the comeback. She couldn't quite get there. Here's Shedenhelm. Shedenhelm takes it around Sensky. Sensky tried to fight her off. Shedenhelm into the middle. It's there for Kent State. What a big block by Kalika. And Prigge with the defense. And Prigge got the ball. What a huge block that was by Morgan Kalika. That shot was destined for the bottom left corner.
All over the field.
Oh,
Ethan.
My goodness.
All over the field.
Here comes Townsend. Townsend breezes by her defender. Looking in the middle. She finds the cross. Can it get to Robertson at the far post? She gets the shot away. And what will that be? It'll be a corner kick.
Oh, great offense by the Bobcats. All set up by that great block by Morgan Kalika over there to save a goal.
And, you know, I was saying the crowd got on its feet. The crowd's been on their feet for the past 10, 15 minutes. It is 90 minutes in Toledo and Bowling Green. We remain locked at 0 in that game. That game is going to go to an overtime. This game has 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in regulation. Will a team win the MAC title right here? We will see. Nor with the cross into the box, looking for the Robertson, couldn't quite control it. Now she takes a shot. It's going to dip down, and it will be a Kent State goal kick.
Yeah, we're getting to that time, Ethan. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game.
Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to be the person who they write about in the Post? Who's going to be the person they talk about at WOUB? Who is going to be that person? We are going to find out. It could be any player on this field. And the drama and the intensity.
Good pass there by Shedenhelm.
And Prigge is just able to win it there. Off of Stambolic. Now it's Haley Miller. Will someone win it in regulation, or will we go to golden goal overtime? 2 minutes remaining. Kent State hits it forward, and that pass will be easily claimed by Wexel. She'll kick it forward. Will we see a winner?
If you're the players here, you gotta keep your eye on the clock. You got.
Yeah, as we have a running clock down here, you know, it's important to keep an eye on that clock. Make sure you don't, you know, you gotta make sure if there's a set piece with 10, 15 seconds left, you gotta get over there and take it.
Yep.
Bobcats trying to sneak the win here late. Can Kalika keep that one in? She can. And it'll be a throw in for Kent State with 1 minute and 18 seconds remaining. Everything on the MAC is on the line right here. Prigge with good strength. But it's still won there by Kent State. Could they sneak one here on the counterattack? Here comes Shedenhelm. Shedenhelm just about gets it past Sensky. Looking for it's a Aruda. Aruda's in the penalty box. Nobody's at the back post. And now it'll come out to Arthur.
45 seconds left
Arthur
here.
trying to win a corner. Didn't quite get there. Under 1 minute left. Nor just holding her up. Now the cross comes in, and it was there for Shedenhelm. What a big save by Wexel. Kent State almost snuck it at the death. Oh my goodness, the drama.
That was close, Ethan.
The intensity. Wow.
20 seconds left.
It's still there for Kent State. Bobcats weathering the late storm. And Robertson trying. And this will be a Kent State free kick. They got to take this quickly. There's only 10 seconds left. And the referee will stop the clock. That was just what I was talking about. You know, you got to be ready to take that set piece. And this is going to be the last opportunity. It's either Kent State wins it at the death, or we are going to overtime. The drama is intense.
And it looks like there will be no questions on who is taking this kick.
Oh my goodness. Talk about 1,300 people hold their breath. Hellstrom swings it in. The header is there. It's at the back post. Bianco with a huge block, and she is fouled. And we are going to overtime.
But not
at
before a card comes out.
And it looks like there's going to be a card there at the very end. There's a second left. But we are going to go to overtime here. And Ronaldo was carded there for that pullback on Bianco. Oh, let's take a breath, Zach. Let's take a breath.
Wow.
And debrief after what was a hectic final 5 minutes there. We're going to overtime here at Chesapeake. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with more Ohio Bonus Soccer. Welcome back to Ohio Women's Soccer. Let's set the scene really quickly before we get into overtime. Couple quick things. Bowling Green and Toledo, also deadlocked at 0. So they are also going to overtime. We'll continue to provide you with updates on how that game goes as we go here, but obviously our focus is mainly here at Chesapeake, where it is still all up for grabs. So let's explain MAC overtime really quickly. So MAC overtime rules. It's first goal wins. Pretty simple. 1 goal is all it takes. So this game is either ending 0-0 or 1-0 to either team.
And we just saw their last matchup, Ohio lost in double overtime. Definitely looking to change that outcome here.
And I feel like more people have shown up in the past 5 minutes, even though
Yeah.
it's just the crowd here has been fantastic. Shout out to everybody who's showed up to this one because the atmosphere has been electric.
And here we were, Ethan. We thought it was going to be a high-scoring game.
We did. We did think it was going to be a high-scoring game. Kudos to both defenses,
Yes.
both goalkeepers, because everybody's played a good game. But honestly, I think there's definitely been a goal in this game. Kent State gets us started here in overtime, and we are in sudden death for the #1 overall seed in the MAC and the MAC regular season title. As we've said a couple times so far on the broadcast, it's got a playoff feel to it.
Yeah, it does.
And, you know, we've already seen the playoff intensity a couple times as Kent State trying to end this one sideline. She couldn't quite get anything going there. Kent State almost, very nearly, snuck it right at the death. As that might sit up for Shedenhelm at the back post. And what happens there? And it's a corner kick. Wexel wanted a goal kick. It'll be called a corner kick, and it'll be Kent State's 13th corner kick. Referee just making sure Shedenhelm is okay. Looks like she's up on her feet and okay. Good to see.
Yep. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen Shedenhelm and Hellstrom back on the team. Back on the same.
Yeah, now that they're back on the field.
Yeah.
It happened a little bit there towards the end of the end of regulation, but now overtime. We're in the first of our 2 potential 10-minute overtimes. This ball swung into the middle, headed away by Prigge, still bouncing around. Wexel with a big punch, and Townsend clears.
Good defense there by the Bobcats.
The tension is white hot. Headed back in. And it's back out now. Still there, and the shot. Oh my goodness, it's missed. Shedenhelm, the lead goal scorer in the MAC. She's limping a little bit there. Maybe that played a factor in that shot, but you expect a score of that caliber to bury that.
Yeah.
Wow, what an opportunity for Kent State. 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Haley Miller able to squeeze that one down the sideline to Clayton. Clayton's able to breeze past her defender. Still there. Clayton plays it into the middle. Cleared away. Still there for the Bobcats. It's a throw-in.
Opportunities, Ethan, they've come in this game. We saw another one here in overtime now. Just a little left, or a little over the post, or the goal. But still, an opportunity that Shedenhelm wishes she had back.
Yeah, talk about tension. Talk about just drama. As this one's bouncing around a little bit. And Kalka will pick it up. Kalka with a slight stumble, but she won the Bobcats a throw-in the end. It's now almost 5 p.m. Eastern time here. And, you know, this game, just the drama, the intensity, it's just so crazy. As there's Kalka with a big win, and there's a foul. A little bit of a kick out there. Crowd wants a foul. Crowd got a foul. Crowd maybe wanted a little more than the foul. As that one was committed by Aruda. And now Sensky will get an opportunity to try and get something here for the Bobcats. It's 1 goal, 1 opportunity is all it takes in sudden death overtime, and we all go home. And there's a slip from Skensky. It'll fall to Townsend, luckily for the Bobcats. And Aruda fights with Townsend there. Aruda's got it, and Townsend's able to just about win it back. Play it to Prigge, and Prigge will cycle it back to Janaki just a little bit too far. And now Kent State's got an opportunity on the counterattack. Here comes Shedenhelm. Doesn't look like she's limping much anymore. She breezes past 2 defenders with ease. Now she's driving, still going. Kalka looking to make up the ground. Kalka forcing her back. Now she's got her back to goal. Looking to try and find the shot, and Prigge with a strong tackle. Great strength there for Prigge. Now Priggy might have felt something there in her calf. She's a little slow to get up.
It seems like Shenhelm was too there, Ethan. I think maybe the fatigue
took a little bit out of both of them.
Yep.
As Robertson tries to get down the line. Miller now is on it. Miller plays it into Shea Robertson, who has 4 game-winning goals. Here's Haley Miller. Shot is blocked by Harris. Colica's got it. We're a little less than halfway through our first overtime period, as there's a foul by Ronaldo. She's treading water. She's already on the yellow card. In this game, you're done. Red card. So you got to be careful. There's Lane Ronaldo over there, but she's already got a handful to deal with for Abby Townsend on that right side. And Bianco find that golden touch for the Cats. It comes into the middle. Headed away. Here's Colica. That's knocked away, and now here's Hellstrom trying to break. Hellstrom gets around the challenge of Colica, and now Noor tries to knock it past her. Can she use the speed? Noor can't quite win it. Hellstrom is there, and a big, big block there by Sensky. And Colica is able to get it out.
Here's what she's looking for there. Looking for Shenhelm.
Yeah.
Just Hellstrom and Shenhelm by themselves going.
In the middle, she causes all the danger, and she's just at the for the Bobcats. Now, there's a missed pass. Sensky play it back. Kept in by Wexel. 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. There's a header over the top. And good play, Shenhelm. Can she turn wide open? And oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! How has Kent State not won the game? Oh my God!
Off the post.
The shot was wide open for Elisa Arthur. She had all day to pick her spot. She beat Wexel, but it came back off the post, and then on the rebound, Aruda had the opportunity to try and win it. She put it over the bar. Oh my goodness gracious.
Hear it. You can hear from us, and you can hear from the crowd. Everybody was dead silent.
And we have a big update from the Green. In overtime, they have defeated Toledo 1-0. So, what that means now is that if this game does end in a tie, Bowling Green will be your #1 seed in the MAC. It is still very much on for both of these teams, though. It is still there. Haley Miller driving. She'll win a corner, and the Bobcats have life. Wow, it was hearts and mouths time there for the Bobcats.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about drama. Beautiful hold-up play by Shenhelm there to just find the pass. And Arthur had all sorts of time.
Yep. I mean, we see that twice now. One-on-one with the goalie in this. Good play by Wexel, taking up that goal and off the post, and good blocks by her.
And now it's all on this game, and all the eyes in the MAC are right here. Cross into the box. It's still there potentially. Janagi couldn't quite get it, but she still picks it up. Now Noor's got it. Noor looks to swing it back in, and that pass will fall harmlessly to Melian.
We're getting near the end of the first overtime, too.
It is absolutely all to play for. We have 2 minutes left in overtime #1. That means we got basically 12 minutes left in this one to determine a MAC winner, and Bowling Green is waiting in the wings. They now know, because they won their game, that they will be MAC regular season champions and #1 overall seed as they try to go for a 4th straight title.
And here comes the subs in. It looks like
Ralph coming back in.
Yeah, Ralph coming out back in for
Giovinazzi.
Giovinazzi, yep.
Here's a long throw from Kent State, looking for Shenhelm. And I think that might have come back off of a Bobcat defender. So Sensky smartly clears away. It'll be a throw instead of corner, but we just saw Ronaldo has that long throw in her arsenal.
She's getting pretty deep within the crowd there.
Yeah, you don't see this too often. She's kind of in the crowd as she tries to get the long run up here. And she does. She throws it into the mixer. It's bouncing around. Priggy's able to get it out. And, here comes Townsend. Can she get past the defender? She gets past Ralph. It's 3v3 here. Townsend sprays it wide. Can Clayton get there? It's a great pass. Clayton has gotten there. Can she pick out a Bobcat in white? It's cleared away by Harris once again. It seems like she's the name we call every time we talk about a clearance. Yep. Prigge. And now it could be out here for Shedenhelm. It's over the top. Shedenhelm is there. Bianco comes back and wins it. Still a battle, and Bianco does it. Oh, and it's a foul on Bianco. Ohio not happy with that call. And now this is a free kick in a dangerous area. Kent State has to keep half an eye on the clock here. Only 24 seconds remaining. Wow, I felt like that was a foul on Bianco personally.
Yeah, it looks like the ref called that one. We see a lot of those today.
Here we go. 10 seconds left. It'll be crossed. The header is wide, and it looks like we are going to overtime number 2 here at Chesapeake. 10 more minutes to determine the MAC regular season title.
Yeah, and it just now means more and more for these teams with Bowling Green winning in overtime. So far, we still don't have anything for the Bobcats, but anything can happen here as we only got a minute 30 break here. What are some things, Ethan, that you think are going to have to happen here for the Bobcats to win in overtime?
They got to keep it tight at the back. First off, we saw a couple times there Kent State try and hit on the counterattack. And, man, it was close there for a little bit. But, obviously, you know, the Bobcats are just about to be able to defend. But, obviously, now you got 10 minutes to win the MAC. 10 minutes to host here at Chesapeake, to host a playoff game, to host the MAC final, potentially, at Chesapeake. It is all to play for here. And this is what we talk about when we talk about drama. So let's get a quick score around. We just mentioned that Bowling Green won so they are waiting in the wings here. They will be watching this stream, I assume, hoping for a tie, hoping for no goals. Because if there are no goals, they have the number 1 seed at MAC regular season title. Obviously, rest of the MAC, Buffalo beats Akron 1-0. Central Michigan beats Eastern Michigan 1-0. I believe Central Michigan's locked up a playoff spot. Ball State beat Miami 2-0. That may drop Miami out of the playoffs. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to check the standings.
Yeah.
But we will see. Both of these teams know they're in the playoffs. They're still looking to try and win that MAC regular season title. 10 minutes to determine the winner.
It looks like
Ohio's ready. Wind is still a factor. It's gotten a little chillier here in Athens as well. And we will see. Will either team be able to find a winner, or will Bowling Green be the real winners if there's a tie?
Yeah, really. And that's how the players out there on the field are going to have to be thinking. If they don't score here, and it goes to a tie, they're basically lost.
If there were a tie, Ohio would end up being the number 2 overall seed, and Kent State would be the number 3 overall seed in that MAC tournament. So Ohio would still have a bye if they tied.
That bye is talked about earlier.
And if they lost, however, they would drop to the 3. Also leapfrog them. A playoff game here at Chesapeake before the MAC semis. And neither team won. But one of the teams will have to play in that game, one way or another. We're going to find out who in these next 10 minutes. Trying to get fast encore there. It's been a battle side too all game long. Harris plays into the path of Johnson. Into Prigge, who plays it wide. Can the Bobcats? They've played some beautiful soccer all game long. Can they find the golden touch? Will either team be able to find the golden touch? We will find out in the next 5 minutes. Already passed here in the overtime. It's all to play for here as Clayton knocks that header. Harris sweep that up. And now here's Shedenheld once again. Now looking for the pass. There's a Bruno over there on that left side. He's got Sensky to beat. Will she be able to beat her? And it's another big by Bianco. Still there. Blocked once again. And that will be a corner kick for Kent State. Their 14th corner of the game. The drama, the intrigue, the intensity. It's at a fever pitch.
Another opportunity here for Kent State. And Ethan, time, definitely a factor.
Absolutely.
Every time they're on this side of the field, the Bobcats are further and further away from getting a goal within 8 minutes. So
we shall see.
We will see what happens here.
All the drama, all the intrigue. That's a good corner. Wexel couldn't get a on that, and a head hit. Wow, almost there. Very close. I think I was a little close. Wexel couldn't quite get a mitt on that one, and it got over her hands. And if Kent State gets contact in the right way there, game over. And obviously, you know, we've talked about the atmosphere all game long and how it feels like a playoff game. These are two high caliber MAC sides going at it, doing battle. We may see this game happen all over again in the playoffs as there's the knock into the path, and I think it took a deflection off an Ohio defender there.
I don't know if she tried passing it to Wexel, but it was definitely some risky things.
I think it was a deflection, but the Bobcats will consider themselves lucky. Here's Robertson. She takes it past Giaconazzi, and it's looking for Deering, and it's a huge cutoff from Harris. Now Clayton going to take the shot on. Oh, my goodness, what a incredible effort. And it's over the goal. And once again, the Bobcats are inches away.
Man.
Once again, you can just feel the intensity and the drama and the intrigue. And just everything is culminating here in these last 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Can the Bobcats find something? Can the Golden Flashes find something? Or will the Falcons, who are waiting in the wings, win the MAC regular season title? What a ball that is from Hellstrom into Shedenhelm. Bianco helps to mop it up, and Wexel's there. And I think a foul was called anyway, so it wouldn't have counted even if Shedenhelm had managed to squeeze it in.
Yeah, what a play by Bianco there, shutting down Shedenhelm.
Yeah,
something that we've seen a lot.
Both center backs game. Both teams back line big way. Here's North, able to take it away from Hellstrom, and Janaki will get it. And now here is the turn there. Looking for the pass into Hellstrom, and Nor was aware of the danger. We have played 105 minutes. In these last 5, will either team find the winner? We're pretty sure we would see the roof come off the field if we saw a winner here for the Bobcats. Flashes, less dramatic. But it was in terms of the MAC regular season title and seeding for the MAC playoffs. Deering looking for that pass. As now here's Hellstrom. She's offside.
Still 5 minutes left here.
Hellstrom didn't like the call. 5 minutes remaining. Time to win. Here's the out to Colica. The legs have to be exhausted by now. Both teams. Bianca, the header. Here's Giovanazzi.
Legs gotta be tough. And that's what it's gonna have to be. It's gonna come down to if the defense slips and lets the offense get by. Because right now it's looking like not a lot of things are happening offensively for either team.
Absolutely. Now looking for help.
Defensive slip.
The wind has been more unbelievable. Lovely 1-2 there along the sideline. There's Robert. Harris for the big win, and again, step there from Harris. Twice. Now here's Hellstrom once again. Kent State trying. That was an unintentional 1-2, but it worked anyway. Hellstrom plays it down the line to Shedden. Eric trying to get there, and I think the Bobcats have won a corner there. They have. Why not send the body forward now? 2 minutes. Crowd on their feet once again.
There you go.
Oh, the drama. 108 minutes have been played. Abby Townsend will send this corner in.
The wind's dying down right here. This is perfect time.
She'll readjust the ball. She's got to find that perfect pass in. Referee telling her to get on with it. Townsend crosses it in. It's in a dangerous area. Big header away. Still in the penalty area. And now Shettenhelm could bring this away on the counterattack.
Oh,
this is big trouble.
And there they are.
Is wide open on the far side. She's got it. It forced her, the pass did force her a little wide, so the Bobcats can recover slightly. Now Hellstrom takes it, crosses it into the box. It's there. Oh my goodness, and the header is just wide of the left post.
Oh man, that was close.
I believe that was Allison Arthur who got the shot in. Got the header in, rather. Wow. Great counterattack from Kent State, just forced. I think that one half of Shettenhelm forced. A little
good play by Townsend.
He's got space.
Got somebody to the right.
Oh, I don't know what that was. I think he might have been looking for Geary. Maybe Robertson. That was a little bit of a key there. Yeah. Trying to find something. Now, a minute remaining. Playoffs, we'd be going to penalty kicks, but since we're still in the regular season, as unbelievable as that may feel like, considering how this game has gone, the game would end in a tie.
Yeah, I would. And Bowling Green is definitely watching that clock. Five more than
40
right
seconds.
40 seconds.
Until they are crowned MAC champions. Unfortunately, we don't have a cap. I kind of wish we did. Here goes Clayton. Can the Bobcats find the trying to find something. He tries to play Townsend down a little bit too far. And 20 seconds remaining. To a tie doesn't feel right, you know.
The atmosphere we have here, you're definitely not looking for a tie. But there's only 8. Clock's dwindling down. It's looking like it's going to go into it. It's going to be a tie, Ethan.
And we have a tie here at the field. So either team wins here, it is Bowling Green who are the real winners of this one. They will take the MAC regular season title and the #1 overall seed. Ohio will be the #2 overall seed, so they will not have to host a playoff game. Kent State will be the #3 overall seed, and Bowling Green will be #1 overall. What a fun game that was to commentate, Zach. Any final thoughts?
Hey, even though Ohio University tie is not going to do a second, they still get the bye, and that is something that both Ohio University and Bowling Green can look at now.
That was amazing. The crowd was fantastic. Shout out there for an amazing trip down to what an atmosphere, what a game. Finished still all, but that does not tell the full story by any means. So thank you so much for listening and following along. Zach Goldberg has been alongside me. I've been Ethan Sargent. Once again, thanks for listening along. Have a great night. See everybody later on.